That's a huge pain in the ass, guys. Sorry about that. Turns out, as I thought, maybe you're not allowed to really watch the videos. Maybe I can look at the highlights of goals as they go in from Reddit, but like live streaming, I don't think is going to be allowed. But I don't really want to mess with YouTube too much either. So I'd recommend if you are following along to try and watch on your own betting platforms as well as you're watching with me. I'm going to watch off the screen and just focus purely on the screen that I'm sharing on the stats and the in-game in-play stats. It's a shame that it's like that, but it took me 50 minutes before I got kicked off the stream. So that's the issue. So let me make sure I don't fall foul to the rules again, and let me open a new window and bring this off screen. That's such a shame. I was just getting back into the Gladbach game and then everything stopped and my mouse has disappeared now. Okay, there we go. File, new window. Bring this up here. Bring this here. And get my 365 up here. Play. What's going on? Okay, it's still 1-1 in the Gladbach game, which is good. Let me bring it up on here. We're just not allowed to watch the games. That's the no streaming. YouTube, I am not streaming. Okay. How's my bet going? 3-0 to Union Berlin. Absolutely smashing it. Bochum Mainz still 1-1. We need it to stay that way. Why am I looking? So I'm going to watch on my own screen. I recommend you do the same for any games we're tracking. This isn't illegal, so YouTube can go do one as far as I'm concerned. Okay. I'll bring this here. Any tips about corner betting? So on corner betting, I tried to build a model to look into it, and what I was looking at was, so if we look at the stats, first, if we think about where corners are coming from, they're coming from usually teams which like to drive down the wing and put crosses into the box. When the crosses get blocked, they go out for corners. So we're looking for teams specifically that probably play a formation with wide players, number one, that have the wingers. So if you play Football Manager or anything like that, the wingers attack down the wing rather than cutting inside. So if you saw the Liverpool game today, both Luis Diaz and Salah both cut inside. Whereas if we look at another team, let's say maybe, usually you can tell by if their strong foot is on the same side that they're on. So if you've got a player on the right who's right-footed, then they're more likely to go and run down the wing, get to the corner line, and put a cross in. So that's one thing to look at. And so in terms of the way that the team plays, another thing to look at is the what was it? The number of crosses that they put in. So take an average of the league. What's going on here? Something going on in the Gladbach game. So take an average of the number of corners in the league, and then determine whether number of crosses, and determine whether the team are above average in terms of the number of crosses they put in, or below average. So that's a second thing. The third thing is also just you can get this information kind of based on existing existing data. So in terms of the number of corners that they usually get. So let's do some retrospective analysis. Just I'll come back to the corner question. I just want to see this Gladbach game if we're going to bet on it. The only issue is they've not really had any shots since the second half. 21-31. That was our shots on target, shots off target. So unfortunately, I can't show the game, but and it's saying half time, but it's not. Yeah, it's actually in the 61st minute. Oh, another close chance from Gladbach here. From player. Tottenham 2-1. Premier League's in half-time. Championship is in half-time. Okay, on the corners, just I'll go to it quickly again. Where is this site that I use? Is my laptop open? Nope. Results, Premier League, Excel. Is it this one? Football data. Yeah. So this site, footballdata.co.uk. I'll just keep an eye on the game in the meantime. I would prefer not to use last season's stats, which is why I want some data for the current season. But let's go to the Premier League data. Open the Excel file, and what you've got here is all of the matches that were played in the Premier League last season. I didn't want it to open in Pages. Pages sucks. Where's my downloads? Let's open with Excel. Still 1-1. No real shots in the Gladbach Hoffenheim game. I've also got the accumulator on as well, so I don't think I'm going to double down. Doesn't really make sense. Okay, so we'll just do some analysis while we are waiting. There's a Strasbourg-Monaco game coming up with potential for both teams to score. So we're going to look at that after. How's this looking on the screen? Should I make this a bit bigger? Let's try and do that. Okay, so much data on all the Premier League games from last season. So you see there, first game of the season, Brentford-Arsenal. If anyone's seen the Amazon Prime documentary, you'll remember how that finished. Brentford won the game 2-0. So that's the full-time result here. This is the half-time result, the referee. And then here you've got interesting stats. So home shots, away shots, home shots on target, away shots on target. And what for us, for the corner of questions, is home corners, away corners. So HCAC. So I'm going to highlight these two. Highlight those two, and we will filter by the time. So Liverpool were away today. So what I do is typically, let's see how Liverpool play when they're away. Okay. On average, they get about 7 corners a game. But some of them are going to be against strong opposition. Some of them are going to be against weak opposition. Today, even though Fulham got the draw, we would technically class them as weak opposition given the newly promoted team. So on the filter, let's exclude big teams. So Arsenal, in comparison to Liverpool, everyone seems weak. But Arsenal, Chelsea, Leicester are pretty poor nowadays. Man City, Man United, take them out. Tottenham, West Ham, Wolves. Okay, now we look at the average. It's gone up to 8.5. Okay, so what we could do for the bet is just bet on the Liverpool to have, I don't know, maybe we could say over 8 corners, but play it conservative. I think if you went for over 6, you could have been okay in the game against Fulham. And let's see what they did have. Where are the stats for the game? Let's go to who scored. My stream is still running. I'm getting nervous about it just going down again like last time. So the Fulham-Liverpool game. Corners. Where are my corners information? Match center. Corners, only four. Only four. So that's the kind of peril of relying on last year's data. Liverpool weren't the normal Liverpool we know in this game. But if they were playing better, probably would have got more corners, closer to what we'd expect from their average seasonal performance last year. So that's what I do. I can cover corners a bit more, once we have a bit more data for this current season under our belt. But the three things we're looking at are the type of players who are playing on the wings, if the fullbacks are overlapping as well. The second is the number of crosses in comparison to the league average number of crosses. And the third is data specifically on corners itself to give you an indication of the way that a team plays. So, how are these going? Premier League still hasn't started yet, the second half. I said we wanted to look at Strasbourg, Monaco for both teams to score. My laptop's gone down, which has my data on it, so should be better prepared for next time. Let me just see something before we look into that. Put the lights down a bit. Right. It'd be nice if Bochum Main stayed 1-1. We really need it to. And then we need Gladbach to score. What have we got? We've got Union Berlin. That one's sorted. The early payout came in. We need Gladbach to win the game. We've already got both teams to score. This game to stay under 2.5. No more goals in that game. And then the big one is Chelsea later on today. I don't know what you guys think about the results for the Chelsea game. No worries, Pravin. No worries. We'll cover a bit more on corners. I think it is an interesting market to bet on. Not my favorite. Definitely goals and outright, but it is an interesting market and potential for value though. I do like to combine corners into these type of accumulators where I really try to. If I just pick Chelsea to win, I think the odds are about 1.6. So I really try to ramp up the odds based on how I think the game's going to go. We will keep the Gladbach game on in the background and take a sip while we just get ready for Strasbourg, Monaco. Strasbourg at home to Monaco. What's the both teams to score on this? Both teams to score. Where is my goal markets? 1.9. That's quite high off the bat. They probably don't think there's a chance of it happening. But my data would seem to indicate otherwise. Just keep an eye on the other games. 21-31. No shots from. This can't be true. I think these stats are not updating. Let me refresh. I've literally just seen Gladbach take a shot. So I don't think these stats are updating at all. And yeah, it's still 22-8. So that's tough. Now I don't know if they are dominating the second half or not. Let me just see the game for a bit. I suggest you, if you want to follow along as well, any probably gambling site that has live streaming of German games, I'd recommend to follow that. Or if you're lucky enough to have that on your TV subscription already, we're following Borussia Mönchengladbach against Hoffenheim. Hoffenheim have had a man sent off in the first half, then got a goal. Gladbach came back and are now dominating the game. And the betting's just been paused. 2-1 Gladbach. We saw it coming, didn't we? If the stats had been updating, I'd have probably had more confidence to go for it. Really nice goal. Really nice. Who got the goal? Thuram? 2-1. We've got £82 on the cash out. Look at this. 83 from a £25 bet. But I'm going to write it out. We just no goal in the Bochum Mainz game. 20 minutes, can we hold out? Oh, and we don't want Hoffenheim to come back either. That'd be a problem. It's just onside as well. If you're seeing the game right now, really good run from the striker. Good finish. All right. Are we going to win in the first week of the season? On an accumulator as well. Everything that I've preached not to do. Well done. Well played, Gladbach. Would have been nice to have jumped on that. That was perfect timing. I said 60 minutes, but unfortunately, it looked like the stats just weren't updating for the game. All right. Anyway, we can't get upset about that. It is in one of our bets. Strasbourg Monaco's just kicked off. Okay, let me do some research on the game. Again, having to rely on seasonal data from last season, not my favorite approach, but we don't have a choice, unfortunately. Strasbourg Monaco. Strasbourg were a really good team last year, really good. If anything, quite strong defensively at home. Look at this. Strasbourg, fourth best home record. Scored 36 goals in 19. So really good, really strong in front of goal. Only conceded 18, so less than a goal per game. That's the worry here. And then Monaco, on the other hand, away from home. 19 games, 27 goals, 24 conceded. So they were prone to conceding goals. What's the head-to-head of these teams? Strasbourg, Monaco. Head-to-head. So in the last 6 meetings, both teams have scored 4 times. So it's not bad. My issue is that in recent times, especially when Strasbourg have been at home, you'll see there, the game finished 1-0 and 1-0. So when Strasbourg are at home, they've managed to shut out Monaco. Let's see the players. Are there any big changes? Kevin Folland and Golovin are out. I'm going to switch my view actually to the Monaco game. I'm going to start live streaming that. Not on here though. Oh, I didn't realize I was doing that here too. Okay, we're tracking the Strasbourg Monaco game. What we're looking for is a high press from both, if not either of the teams. Something that seems to suggest. Hello, Jason. Hello. How you doing? Nice to see you. Congratulations to Arsenal yesterday. Looking very, very good. Okay. So we're looking at Strasbourg Monaco for both teams to score, potentially, based on how the game's going. Gelson Martin's a great player. Who were Monaco's top scorers last year? That's what I want to check. Are they missing any key players? We'll open up Monaco. We'll open up Strasbourg. Preview. Monaco top players, Ben Yedder, 25 goals. I hope he's playing. Otherwise, Monaco may struggle to score in this game. No, they don't have him anymore. That's interesting. Are Monaco still going to be as proficient in front of goal without their top scorer from last season? 25 goals. Next highest goal scorer was Volland with 9 goals, and he's not playing either. It's that thing that you really want to keep an eye out on. Big win for Arsenal indeed. First 20 minutes, he looked really, really strong. Arsenal did. A bit shaky in the middle, but you did well. uh, what type of markets do I bet on? So both teams to score and outright winners. So either home team or away team to win or draw. But almost all of the time, the bets now will be placed in play. Both teams to score. If you wait a little bit, you'll get better odds. There's not many goals in the first 10 minutes of games, and you can see how the teams are playing. If we saw both teams to score at the start of this game for Strasbourg, Monaco was 1.9. It's already gone up to 1.95 in 7 minutes. Not many times you'll have goals in there. What are my thoughts on the Chelsea Everton game? Well, uh, let's see how the other Premier League's going. Keep an eye on Strasbourg, Monaco. All right. So this is I don't like to bet much at the beginning of the season, so I thought I was going to put down just a small accumulator, have a bit of fun. And I looked at all of the Premier League games, and there wasn't great odds offered, but what I did go for the Chelsea Everton game was match result to be Chelsea, both teams to score in the match, no, and Raheem Sterling over 0.5 shots on target in the match. So that's really just to kind of elevate the odds off the bet. So I managed to get odds of 4 for that. Now, do I think Chelsea will win? Yes. Both teams to score in the match? No. After seeing the Fulham-Liverpool game, with Fulham being at home and Everton being at home, I'm a little less optimistic of that. But I don't know. Dominic Calvert-Lewin is out. They've lost Richarlison. I just don't think that they're going to have much firepower to cause Chelsea trouble. But Goodison Park's not an easy place to go. Hopefully it is. I mean, I've put money on it. Hopefully there is no Everton goal and Chelsea win quite smoothly. And Raheem Sterling better get a shot on target. Otherwise, I'm going to be very mad. Strasbourg Monaco is. Oh no, our bet's been ruined. Our bet has been ruined. Bochum Mainz. We said under 2.5, and Mainz, as we said earlier, looking like the more favoured team, have got a goal to make it 2-1. Look at this. Ruin it. Never bet on under 2.5 markets, guys. It's just it's a killer. But yeah, I think for Gladbach have gone up 3-1 as well. You know, it'd have been, if we'd placed that outright bet on them, we should have done. The odds were decent considering Hoffenheim were 1-0 down, 1 man down. Maybe we can go for a small accumulator in Premier League Championship, just for fun. 1-1. Yeah, tough. Under 2.5. I mean, based on my data from last season, it seemed like Mainz Bochum would be the lowest scoring game, but Mainz look like they have got the result here. Okay. Bournemouth, Aston Villa. Bournemouth, I mean, without seeing the game, it looks like quite a dead game. 5 dangerous attacks to 4. Are we expecting there's something wrong with the stats updates here. It's still showing as halftime, despite the game going on. Does anyone know a good website for in-game stats? I think like Opta, potentially. Let's see, Opta data. Do you have to pay for this? I thought it was free. Nah, fuck that. In play. What am I looking for? In play stats. Yeah, Opta player stats. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, Bournemouth Villa. How's that going? What is this? Individual players. That's a bit too. I didn't want it that broken down. There's some very strange websites we're going to. Does anyone have a good suggestion for in-play stats? I think it's just my friends at the moment who are watching me. So, hi guys. Who wants to see me blow up some money? FIFA vids with flash score. Okay, let's check it out. I don't think the Bet365 one is working. I'd be very surprised if there are only 5 to 4 dangerous attacks in this game. Bournemouth Villa. Statistics. Ooh. I think if it's only got that, it might need a bit more than that. Oh, there we go. I didn't scroll down. Okay, ball possession, goal attempts, exactly. See, Bet365 are lying to me. They're trying to get me to put the wrong bets on. Right, 8 to 4. Shots on goal, 2. You know what? I completely forgot about who scored. My own site that I use. We're going to track in the match center. Wow. Okay, here we go. 8 to 4 the shots. Second half, not been many shots. Looks like. So these blue lines here, Aston Villa closed the half better. They've got possession. Who's playing better in the second half? In the second half, 61% for Villa. Still look like Bournemouth are playing better there. Leeds Wolves. How's that going? Sessegnon nearly scored. No suggestions, unfortunately. Hi. Sessegnon nearly scored again. Is he having a cracking game? No Kane, no Son, though. Or did Kane's. I haven't seen if Kane or Son scored. Let me see. Eric Dyer. Jesus. All from the back. Son assist. Oh. Kane hasn't done much. There were worries that he was going to be quiet in August. He's a slow starter. I was thinking of changing him for Haaland, but stuck with Kane. Match center. How's the Leeds Wolves game going? Wolves coming out better in the second half. It looks like they've had 2 shots. Right. 1 shot. Got possession. It's really hard without watching the game. Newcastle. Got to put. Well, Emerson is just being wasteful as usual. Fullbacks are getting in. Yeah, the problem is with I guess for FPL purposes, there's the 5 substitution rules. Yeah, apparently Conte likes to substitute his fullbacks quite a bit. This is the game I'm looking at, the Newcastle Nottingham Forest. I never like when a team goes to like odds of 10 or above. Like no team should ever be classified at 10 or above, and Nottingham Forest have gone to 11 here. And it looks like they are getting dominated in this game. If Nottingham Forest score, I'm going to be real mad. Newcastle? Shot off target? No, I just think Newcastle are too strong at the moment. If it was any other team other than Forest, I literally have no idea about how Forest play. Strasbourg, Monaco. Monaco have the chances in this game. 11 dangerous attacks. Do not want to waste money early on in the season, though. All right, we're going to go for the accumulator. Based on nothing but pure instinct. Newcastle goal. I was just about to put Newcastle to win. I don't even know who scored. Fair enough. The Newcastle goal. Leeds, Wolves. I think now the odds look like they're updating. Wolves look like they're taking advantage in the game. Villa, I would expect to come back, despite it not looking like a very exciting game. Who's come off? Buendia's come on. Half time. Let's go for the draw here. This stays that it is. Or Bristol, Sunderland. Now we're getting into the real depths of hell in the Championship. Can't rely on Sunderland, newly promoted team, Bristol City. Burnley, Luton. I'm thinking Burnley should win that under the new manager, Vincent Kompany, with a lot of Premier League talent still on their books. Look at that, Josh Brownhill. Had him so long in the Premier League, fancy Premier League last season, did fuck all. Now, game in the Championship. Maybe that's his level. No offense, Josh Brownhill. Oh, wait, Sessignon, son assist. Nottingham Forest have had chances. Counter-attack, yeah. He's worried. These stats here. On target 7. Off target 10 for Newcastle. Dangerous attacks. The ratio's all off. I'll have to see the match of the day. See how they've performed. But yeah, the stats don't look great. Because it's the start of the season, everyone, I'm just going for an accumulator. Just a bit of fun until we have some data in our pocket. I did call the Gladbach game earlier. Fortunately, didn't place the bet because Bet365 stats don't seem to be updating properly. One to watch out for in the future until that's working again properly. This one I saw potentially both teams to score, but Monaco missing some key striking input from last season, so we're going to not follow through on that one. So we're just going for an accumulator. We're going Wolves to win the game. Tottenham 3-1. Newcastle goal was a worldie. Have to see it. I don't think I can show any footballing footage after that first stream. So I'll have to watch it offline. Actually, I can watch it on here on my computer. But, Tottenham 3-1. Look at this. 3 shots on target, 3 goals. Surely those are not the stats. How many shots have Liverpool had on target? Shots. 5 shots on target. So yeah, again, Bet365 stats are just something to look out for because it looks like it's not working properly. We've got Burnley, Wolves win, and Villa to get the draw. Okay. I just don't know enough about Championship at this stage in the season to bet too much on this. Preston, Hull. Maybe Preston. And Bristol City, potentially. Strasbourg, Monaco. Okay. All right, we're going to go for that. Let me just switch this to my other screen while I place the bet on. Can't share my details. Make sure my details are not being shared. Great. Okay, all right, we got the bet on. We'll just track it until the 4-1. Jesus, Tottenham are really blowing Southampton away now. Gonna be a long season for Hasenhüttl. Have a good rest of the stream. Thank you very much. Celtic win versus Ross County looks good. What are the odds on that at the moment? See, I don't even have the Scottish League up in my favourites. Scottish Celtic win. Oh, you're saying is that pre-match? Cheers, Jason. Thank you. Sports, soccer, Scotland, Premier League. Where is that in the Scottish Premier League? Celtic win versus Ross County. So I can't even find their league. You have to let me know, Ethan. Premier League, Premier League 2, League 2, League 1, Championship. Yeah, I just can't find it. Ah, Scottish Premiership, hidden up here. Ross County Celtic 1.66, absolutely dominating. I like it. I like it potentially. It's a. How's the game been going? I should have added that to my accumulator. I didn't catch that in time. Let's see. I mean, Celtic are Celtic. They probably win most of their games. If I'm not wrong. Who's that? They got a win already. 2-0 against. Who's that? Aberdeen. Aberdeen are quite good, aren't they? Let's see. Last year, Aberdeen. Oh, they're not quite good. Man, Aberdeen have really gone downhill. Who are they playing at the moment? Ross County. They look like quite a good team from last year. How are they at home? Not amazing, but could grind out results. Most draws at home. I think it's a one to watch for now. The Celtic Ross County. I'd like a bit higher odds, if I'm honest. Maybe something closer to 1.8. I know it is Celtic, but it's beginning of the season, so let's see. Let's see. Let me add Scottish Premiership up to the favourites. I think it belongs there. Bochum Mains finished only 2-1. I said under 2.5 goals. And if you saw the second goal in this game, absolute joke. It shouldn't have gone in. Keeper really struggled with it. Am I still streaming? Yes, still streaming. Okay. All right. So I think just to end up this stream, we're gonna just track these this last few bets we put on. So the Wolves win, the Aston Villa draw in Bournemouth Villa, and Burnley win against Luton. A nice odds of 30 to 1, or 30, not 30 to 1. Let's see how that goes. I think we got 7 viewers now as well. If there's any other games that we should be keeping an eye on, any other leagues, please do let me know. We've got all the leagues here available to us. Unfortunately, we can't show the live streams. First stream I did earlier today got taken down by YouTube, so we can only look at the stats, but you can obviously follow along watching the live streams on your own computers on a separate window. Unfortunately, there are no legal streams of the Premier League and the Championship, so we just have to rely on stats here. Tottenham going to score again? No. Let's see. 4-1 to. Who's got the goals there? Kulusevski, Sessegnon with how many? 2? 1? And Dyer. Perisic comes on. Interesting. Monaco Strasbourg over 1.5. I was thinking on the Monaco Strasbourg, I was thinking both teams to score, but Monaco are what's over 1.5 at the moment? 1.61. It's okay. The last time these two teams played each other, when Strasbourg were at home, it finished 1-0. And Monaco are missing their 2 top goal scorers from last season. So Ben Yedder's gone back, I think, to Sevilla. I don't think he's at Monaco anymore. And Volland is out with a suspension. So if you look at the stats in this game, Monaco are registering dangerous attacks and seem to be getting shots off. I can't share the stream, but I think it's 1 to probably one to stay away from, and until you got more data. It could easily be a 1-1 game. But like I said, we want to be kind of crystal clear on the bets we're placing. How is Celtic doing? Still just dominating the game. It's gone up to 1.72. There's potential there. There really is. Okay. Maybe just look at the upcoming games as well. If there's anything we want to track for, what time is it now? 4:27. Are there any games coming up in the leagues we want to be looking for? 3 o'clock, 5:45, 5:15. I like the Turkish league for both teams to score. Turkish league, MLS. This Atlanta United, Seattle Sounders, also another one to watch for both teams to score. Watch the first 10 minutes. See if both teams are pressing high, or if not, one team pressing high. One to look out for. What were we looking at? This Turkish league game. Sivasspor 1-0. I think Sivasspor had a really good home record last season. Didn't concede many goals. Sivasspor. So they finished 10th. Oh no, their home record was it away? Yeah, away from home they were better. So 7, 8, and 4, 28 goals for, 21 goals against, and they're playing against. Shit, I've lost it. Sivasspor Gaziantep. They were the worst. What a strange team. Look at this. So away from home, they had the worst record. 1-3 and 1 game, drew 3 and lost 15. But at home, 1-11, drew 7 and lost 1. That is, I've never seen such a stark difference in home and away form. And for that reason, absolutely not going to go near that game. They've got, who they got? They've got Max Gradel. Yeah, it's difficult. It's just really hard to see with the first week of the season, just no data available for the current season. Hopefully, as we go on, a few more weeks, should have more information, can start putting down some more bets. I think for now we're just tracking, learning about the teams, and seeing where to go. How's Bournemouth? Live stats on Bet365 are just trash today. Bournemouth, Aston Villa. Bought on Ollie Watkins for Danny Ings. Hopefully that's going to bring some more chances for them. Let's go to the chalkboard. From after half time, both shots have been long distance from Aston Villa. Not particularly promising there. And then Wolves, Leeds against Wolves. Centre. Again, Wolves are the dominant team in the second half. They've got more shots there. Yeah, more shots in the box here. I think Wolves are going to score. It does look the more likely result. How are Nottingham Forest doing? I feel like I'm beating up on Nottingham Forest. It's only because I literally know nothing about them, and they took them about 30 minutes to register their first shot on target, or first shot off the game. Look at this. Look at this domination by the ratings. Domination by Newcastle. Shots from halftime, 5-2. Yeah, long day, long season for Nottingham Forest if they play like this against Newcastle. Good odds on Celtic now. Let's see. It's the balance between the odds and the time. That's what we want to see. 71, 1.83. Do like it. I do like it. If you're a brave person with 18 minutes going in the game, I'd back this. I think on different sites as well, you could probably get it for 1.9. If I'm thinking specifically on the Betfair exchange, that's probably 1.9, and that's a nice odd. It's a little bit late, but Celtic Ross County. How's the momentum in the game? Celtic Ross County. So specifically, not from half time, but let's say from 55 to 70. How's it been? They've had most of the possession, 80% possession. But it looks like Ross County have been the better team, despite them having possession. Yeah, it's a strange one. It's gone up to 1.9. So the odds are moving quite quickly now, because I think given given the time left in the game, only 17 minutes, and probably Ross County appearing to put up a good result. I don't know if I can watch this game on Bet365. Let me see. I don't think so. No streaming. Strasbourg, Monaco, still no goal. You know, we were saying potentially at the beginning both teams to score. Still possible, but you know, when I put a both teams to score bet and no one scored by 35, 40 minutes or at first half, then you start to get a little bit nervy. What's going on elsewhere? Very slow Premier League today. Very, very slow. Apart from Tottenham, Leeds got the goal against Wolves. Really unfortunate. What's happened there? I'm going to have to see what's happened. Wolves were dominating in that second half, based on the stats. Obviously, much better to be able to watch the games. But because of the blackout, we can't. So let's see. There's some pause. Could be an offside. Goal stands. Goal doesn't stand. Goal stands. Odds keep getting suspended. Yeah. I think for the first week, we're just looking for any potential value bets. I think the best chance we had was probably Borussia Mönchengladbach earlier, who were drawing 1-1. And the Leeds goal is looking like it stood. I don't know what the goal was. You can see there. Yeah, some build-up play. Was that Bamford who would have got that? Potentially. Okay. Well, yeah, I don't think we're going to bet on Strasbourg, Monaco. Good luck if you've gone for the Celtic bet, Ethan. We'll see, you know. There's potential, especially last 15 minutes of the game. That's when I think most of the goals are scored. If we just see how Celtic performed in last 15 in terms of if that's when they got most of their goals. Premiership, Celtic, 7-0 against St Johnstone. Betting, goal times. So when Celtic played, wait, is this correct? Yeah, when Celtic played away from home, looks like they got most of their goals at the beginning of games. So put teams away early, scored very few goals late on in games when they're away from home. Doesn't mean they won't, but just another thing to have in consideration. And with that, guys, I think I'm going to bring the stream to an end for today. Maybe we'll come back online tomorrow afternoon after the Premier League football. There are some interesting MLS games on at midnight. I think, at least in the MLS, we've got, you know, some data under our belt. You know, they've played 23 games into their season, so a really good sample size to work with. And the games are tonight, actually. So, well, I won't be able to stream tonight because I'm going out, but I would try to put some bets on, or some suggestions for which games to look out for on the Football Bank Instagram page. Okay. Thanks everyone for joining. Hopefully on tomorrow, if not, around same time, 2:30 next week. Good luck. Bye-bye.